First we start with the definition of group. What is the group? What is the definition of the group? A non-empty set G together with a binary operation star dot G cross G to G is called a group if the following conditions are satisfied. What is the conditions? First condition is star is associative. Associative means A star bracket B star C equal to A star B star C. That condition is satisfied. And the second condition is there exists an element E belongs to G such that A star E equal to E star A equal to A. Then any element, there exists an element E belongs to G such that A star E equal to E star A equal to A. That means, suppose we take the operation plus, then any element 2 plus 0, 2 plus 0 equal to 0 plus 2 equal to 2. Then 0 is called the identity element. Then third one, for any element in G, there exists an element A dash belongs to G such that A star A dash equal to A dash star A equal to E. Then third condition is A star A dash equal to A dash star A equal to the identity element. For example, in Z, here plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, then etc. elements. A means, for example, 2. Then 2 plus A dash means take minus 2. Then 2 plus of minus 2 equal to minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. That is the identity element E. Then A dash is called the inverse of A. Then the three condition is satisfied means the operation star together with the set G is called a group. The operation satisfy the three conditions. First condition is associative, second condition is identity element, third condition is inverse. The operation is satisfy the three conditions together with the set G is called a group. Then what is the example for group? Example Z. Z means integers, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, etc. This Z is a group with the operation addition. Next, Q. Q means rational numbers. R means real numbers. And C means complex numbers. Are groups under usual addition. The sets Z, Q, R and C is a group under usual addition. Then second example, the set of an 2 cross 2 matrix A, B, C, D, where A, B, C, D belongs to real numbers is a group under usual matrix addition. How to prove these examples? Here the proof. Let G be the matrix set. G equal to A, B, C, D. Here A, B, C, D belongs to R. R means real numbers. Then A equal to A, B, C, D and B equal to E, F, G, H. Then A plus B equal to usual matrix addition. A plus first element A, here first element E, then A plus E, then A plus E, then B plus F, C plus G and D plus H. Then A plus E, A is a real number, E also a real number, then A plus E is a real number. The same as B plus F, G plus G, D plus H. These are real numbers. Then the A plus B is belongs to the group G. Then matrix addition is a binary operation. That is the first condition. Then second one, we know that matrix addition is associative. Associative means, then already explained, A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. Then matrix addition is associative. Then second one, A equal to AB, CD, E equal to 0, 0, 0, 0. 0 belongs to also real numbers. Then A equal to A, B, C, D and capital E equal to 0, 0. Then A plus E, you add the two matrix A plus E equal to, what is the answer? A plus 0 equal to A, B plus 0 equal to B, then C plus 0 equal to C, D plus 0 equal to D. Then we get the same answer A, same as E plus A equal to A. Therefore, what is the identity element? 0, 0, 0, 0. So, 0, 0, 0, 0 is the identity element of G. Then third example, third condition, A equal to A, B, C, D, then A dash equal to minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D. These elements are belongs to R. So, therefore, A dash, we have the matrix, form the matrix A dash equal to minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D. Then add the two matrices, then A plus A dash equal to A, B, C, D plus minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D. Then what is the answer? A minus A 0, B minus B 0, C minus C 0, D minus D 0. Then A plus A dash equal to 0, same as A dash plus A also 0, 0, 0. Then we get the identity matrix. Then three condition is satisfied. Therefore, the set G, first we form the set A, B, C, D. This set is a group under usual addition. Then second example, G is a G be a set of all matrices of the form XX, XX, where X belongs to R star. R star means the non-zero real numbers. Then G is a group under usual multiplication. First we form the set G, given G equal to XX, XX, X belongs to R star, where A equal to, first we prove the three conditions, associative, identity and inverse. We have to prove the three conditions. First condition, A equal to, we take A equal to A, B equal to B, B, B. Then A belongs to R star and B belongs to R star. Then first we prove that under usual addition, first we prove that the closure A dot B equal to A dot BB. Then we have to multiply first row and in second matrix first column. Then A into B AB, then A into B AB, then add, we get 2AB. Same the remaining elements AA BB. Then add the same answer 2AB, 2AB, 2AB. Here A not equal to 0. Then why? Because A belongs to R star. Therefore, A not equal to 0 and B not equal to 0. Then A not equal to 0 and B not equal to 0. Then AB also not equal to 0. Therefore, this matrix is not equal to 0. A dot B not equal to 0. Therefore, this matrix is belongs to G. Then for the operation is a binary operation. The matrix multiplication is a binary operation. We know that next second condition. We know that the matrix multiplication is associative. We know that matrix multiplication is associative. Then we have to prove the next condition, identity. Let E be equal to E. Then A equal to A. Then A dot E equal to, we have to prove A dot E equal to E dot A equal to A. What is A? A equal to AA matrix, E equal to EE matrix. Then you have to multiply multiply, we get the answer A, E and A, E. Then add AE plus AE, 2AE. Then we get same other elements also. Then we get the same answer 2AE, 2AE, 2AE. Then identity condition is A dot A equal to E dot A equal to A. Then A dot E equal to, we get the answer 2AE, 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 2AE. Then that's equal to A matrix AA. Then every element is equal, then 2A equal to A, then 2A equal to A, then E equal to 1 by 2. So we get the matrix E equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 belongs to G. 1 by 2 belongs to R. Therefore 1 by 2 belongs to 1 by 2 matrix, 2 cross 2 matrix belongs to G. Then E equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 is the identity element. We get check the condition, identity condition also. A dot A equal to E dot A equal to A. We get check the same answer, E equal to 1 by 2. Then we get same answer A. Then next condition is inverse. We have to prove the identity. A, then 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Then we will multiply A into 1 by 2, A into 1 by 2. Then 2A by 2, that is the answer A. So therefore A dot A equal to E, same as E dot A also A. Therefore A dot E equal to E dot A equal to A. That is the identity condition. The next condition is, next one, inverse. A equal to, let A equal to A, B equal to B, where AB belongs to R star. First we prove what is the condition of inverse. A dot B equal to B dot A equal to E. First part, A dot B equal to E, A dot B equal to E. First we find the B matrix. AA, BB. We have to multiply, we get the answer E matrix. E matrix is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Then A matrix and B matrix multiply, we get the answer 2AB equal to 1 by 2. Then compare the elements, row matrix and row matrix here. 2AB equal to 1 by 2. Then B equal to 1 by 4A. Then B matrix is B equal to 1 by 4A. Therefore B matrix is 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A. First we have to prove the 1 by 4A is the inverse of A. A dot B equal to, we get the answer E. Okay, A matrix A, B matrix 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A. Then multiply the first row and here first column, A dot 1 by 4A plus A dot 1 by 4A. What is the answer? 2A by 4A. Here also same elements, then we get the same answer 2A by 4A. Then what is the answer? A cancel, then 2 by 4, 1 by 2. Then 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. That is equal to E. Therefore A dot B equal to B dot A equal to E. Therefore B equal to 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A, 1 by 4A belongs to G is the inverse of A. Then three condition is satisfied: associative, identity, inverse. Therefore this matrix XXXX, this matrix is group under usual multiplication. Okay, next topic, that is a subgroup. What is the subgroup? First we saw the group. Here the subgroup. What is the definition of subgroup? A subset H of a group G is called a subgroup of G if H forms a group with respect to the binary operation in G. What is the operation in G? That operation also satisfied the subset. A subset H of a group G is called a subgroup. That operation also satisfied the subset, then H is a subgroup of G. The subgroup means H, the subset H forms a group. The what have the operation in G, that operation in H. You hear the example of subgroup. Example 1. Let G be any group, then the element, then E, the set E, and the set E, then E and G are subgroups of G. They are called improper subgroup. The set E and the total group G are called improper subgroup. In remaining subset have the proper subgroups. Then example 2, Z comma plus is a subgroup of Q comma plus. Z comma plus is a subgroup of Q comma plus. Q means rational numbers. Q comma plus is a subgroup of R comma plus. R comma plus is a real number. Therefore, Q comma plus is a subgroup of R comma plus. The next R comma plus is a subgroup of C comma plus. C comma plus means C is a complex number. The biggest set that is C. Therefore, the R comma plus is a subgroup of C comma plus. Then example third, 1 comma minus 1 is a subgroup of R star comma dot. R star means without 0, real numbers, comma usual multiplication. Here 1 comma minus 1 is a subgroup with usual multiplication of R star. The next we see the theorem. A non-empty set H of a group G is a subgroup of G if and only if A comma B belongs to H. That implies AB inverse belongs to H. First we take the non-empty set. A non-empty set H of a group G is a subgroup of G if and only if AB belongs to the subgroup. AB belongs to the subgroup H. That implies AB inverse belongs to H. AB inverse belongs to H means H is a subgroup. H is a subgroup implies AB inverse belongs to G. That is we have to prove. First we take H is a first part. We take H is a subgroup of G. We take two elements A comma B. A comma B belongs to H. H is a subgroup. Therefore, inverse also in H. Therefore, A comma B inverse belongs to H because H is a subgroup. Then AB inverse belongs to H. AB inverse means the binary operation, that is closure. Closure satisfied the subgroup, satisfied by subgroup. Therefore, AB inverse belongs to H. That since H is a subgroup. That is the first part. H is a subgroup implies AB inverse belongs to H. That we proved first part. Then next we take AB inverse belongs to H. We have to prove H is a subgroup. The conversely part, let H be a non-empty subset of G such that AB belongs to H implies AB inverse belongs to H. That is you take the equation number 1. To prove H is a subgroup of G, we have AB inverse belongs to H. Now we want to prove H is a subgroup of G. Since H is non-empty, then there exists an element. Because H is non-empty, there exists an element A belongs to H. Then A inverse belongs to H by 1. 1 is what? AB belongs to H, AB inverse belongs to H. Therefore, A inverse belongs to H. A inverse is what is the answer of A inverse? A inverse is E. That is E belongs to H. That is means identity element belongs to H. Now, since E belongs to H, we have A belongs to H, then E comma A belongs to H, then what is, we have A comma B belongs to H means AB inverse belongs to H. So, EA belongs to H, therefore EA inverse belongs to H. EA inverse means E is the identity element, EA means A, EA inverse means A inverse, therefore A inverse belongs to H. That means inverse element belongs to H. A belongs to H, the inverse A inverse belongs to H. Now let AB belongs to H. Then we take two elements, AB belongs to H. Therefore, A comma B inverse belongs to H. Why? A belongs to H, A inverse belongs to H. Similarly, here B belongs to H, then B inverse belongs to H. Therefore, A comma B inverse belongs to H. What is the equation number 1? A comma B belongs to H, AB inverse belongs to H. Here say use the equation number 1. AB inverse of inverse belongs to H. That is by 1. Then AB inverse of inverse means AB. Then AB belongs to H. Therefore, H satisfy the closure condition. That is H is closed under the binary operation on G. Therefore, we satisfy the three conditions: identity, inverse, closure. Therefore, H is a subgroup of G. The next theorem, if H and K are subgroups of a group G, then H intersection K is also a subgroup. H and K are subgroup, then H intersection K also a subgroup. What is the proof? Let H and K be the subgroup of G. E belongs to H and E belongs to K. Why? H is a subgroup of G, K also subgroup. Then we have the subgroup have the identity element E. Therefore, E belongs to H and E belongs to K. Then E belongs to H, E belongs to K. That implies E belongs to H intersection K. We have E at both the sets. Therefore, E belongs to H intersection K. Therefore, H intersection K is not equal to non-empty. Then we have H intersection K is a non-empty. Therefore, we have the elements. We take the two elements A comma B belongs to H intersection K. That means A comma B belongs to H and A comma B belongs to K. What is H? H is a subgroup. Therefore, then we saw the previous theorem, AB inverse belongs to H. H is a subgroup, implies AB inverse belongs to H. Therefore, AB inverse belongs to H. A comma B belongs to H. AB inverse also belongs to H. Similarly, A comma B belongs to K. K is also a subgroup. AB inverse belongs to K. Then AB inverse belongs to H. Since H is a subgroup, AB inverse belongs to K. K is a subgroup. Therefore, AB inverse belongs to H intersection K. Therefore, H intersection K is a subgroup.